I have never borrowed even a penny from it because it belongs to my daughter and I am just a guardian. This year both kids applied to colleges and Emma got into the Ivy League with a full scholarship. Our plan was if Emma did not get a scholarship, I would pay her tuition with the trust. Tom also applied to Ivy League and got admission but without scholarship. He and I both discussed our options and I told her that I can help him with living expenses while he pursues his studies. But I can't afford the tuition without getting a massive hit. He was understanding and said that he will take out a loan for it. It was settled then. Or at least, I thought it was. One night Samantha asked me if I can pay his son's tuition with the payout. She knows the width of that policy. I was startled for a second. But I said I will think about it. I delayed it because I wanted to ask Emma whether she wanted to help Tom out because I have always let her make decisions of her own as I feel it's the important part of parenting. I wanted to ask her alone without Samantha present because Samantha can be a bit pushy and I wanted Emma to make decisions on her own without any pressure because she is the sweetest kid who would rather be hurt than hurt anyone else. I explained the whole thing to my daughter and asked what she wanted to do. She asked me what I think she should do and I told her that I have no opinion but no matter what decision she makes, it will not change anything between us. She will always be my world. She told me that she wanted to travel the world with me as her mom wanted with half of the money and invest the rest so she can have extra cash flow. She asked me for the weekend to think about it, which I was happy to give her. On the weekend, she texted me to come into her room. She asked me to explain the profit yields, the amount and everything related to the amount which I did. After contemplating, she decided that she can pay for half of Tom's tuition while touring the world and maintaining the healthy cash flow. I stressed on her that if she does not want to do it, she does not have to. Tom is not her responsibility. But she said she wanted to help her brother out. During a family meeting, she told it to Tom in front of Samantha and me. Tom teared up and hugged her and was very grateful. I noticed Samantha was a bit off but I ignored it. We all went out for dinner. In bed, Samantha asked me who decided about Tom's tuition. I told her about the whole situation. Samantha was shocked for whatever reason. She said that I didn't have to ask Emma and could have made the decision on my own as it was not Emma's money. I told her in plain words that she does not get a say in that since it was decided between me and Emma's mother what we will do with the money. Then she said why didn't I involve her during the discussions with Emma? And by this time, I was at the edge and I told her because it was none of her damn business. She said that she would talk to Emma and Emma can pay for her brother's full tuition and traveling the world is not necessary. I calmly yet firmly told her that she would not say a word to Emma about this and this matter is closed. After a week, I was out with my colleagues when I received a text from Tom that I should come home immediately. I rushed home. I was home in 10 minutes. Samantha was shouting at Emma how she should pay for Tom's tuition and Emma was crying. Tom was trying to calm her mother down and to get her to shut up but to no avail. I told my wife to shut up and go to the bedroom as politely as I could because I did not want to insult her in front of Tom because after all, she was his mother. I picked Emma up and was taking her to her bedroom when I heard Samantha yell, "You were always a monster. You unalived your mother while coming into this world." And this was the end point. I told Samantha that I am going out and I will come back in 2 days. She better be gone when I come back. I took Emma with me and asked Tom if he wanted to come with us. Tom was reluctant but eventually came with us. I drove them to a nearby hill town and got us checked in. Emma was crying all the way and I let her after a few initial tries to calm her down. By next morning, we met at breakfast. Emma's eyes were swollen with crying. And Tom basically got to his knees and apologized for his mother's behavior. Emma told him that it was not his fault. We three had a heart-to-heart discussion once Emma and I had talked in privacy where Emma was reassured that she wasn't responsible for anything. Emma will still be paying half of Tom's tuition. I also talked to Tom and told him that I would be divorcing her mother and there is no turning back from that. But that doesn't have to change my relationship with him unless he thinks otherwise. He asked me to consider my decision and I asked him if what I was doing was unfair. He said no and he understood. By the time we got home, my parents were already there and Samantha was gone. My parents asked about what happened and apparently, Samantha had fed them half a story and told them the whole tale. They were furious but tried to lower the temperature and asked if there is any way to make amends. I told them that my decision is final. I have served Samantha with papers.